What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Outriders video, and today I'm going to show you my CT15 Devastator build that I use not only to clear all CT15s, but I also use this for Eye of the Storm. So to go ahead and show you like a little sneak peek of how I use this build in Eye of the Storm, and I also do solo CT15s with this build, so I'll show you gameplay of both of them. So without further ado, grab your popcorn, relax, and enjoy some solo CT15 gameplay and also some Eye of the Storm gameplay. And I'll see you in just a second.
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power
Outrider, there's a storm coming your way.
There's a well here. Spewing anomaly energy. It's creating the storm. That's what's causing the vibration.
At least I know I haven't completely lost my mind. Now get out of there.
Ooh, this boss is coming for me. Ugh. First one's nearly done. And you guys need to push across. Alright, push across. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Here we go. Alright, they're across the way. Boss is out. Alright, third one is nearly complete. Alright, go, go, go. Last one. See, that was a minute faster than before. Shoot, shouldn't use Nico right there. Over. Yeah, he's just not communicating. He's probably high. Alright, it's about to be boss time. Alright, boss time. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that gameplay. Not only was that me clearing CT15 solo, but I also showed you how I use this build for Eye of the Storm. Both of them work just fine. No problems at all. So let's jump into the build. So here's the build breakdown, but I'm going to go ahead and start off with the skill tree and the skills so you understand how this build works. So starting off with the skill tree, this is a bleed build through and through, so let's just talk about what I spec'd into. First up, Anomaly Reservoir, followed by Endless Tremors, Anomaly Reservoir again, and then this time Paladin. So Paladin is vital. You want to use that Golem. So every time I use Golem, it helps me get 45% anomaly power for my Earthquake and my Impale. So after Paladin, you want to spec into Pure Anomaly again, Anomaly Reservoir, and then this time Anomaly Bullets. I actually want a little bit more firepower from my Assault Rifle while I'm using all these amazing skills. Next up, Red Rivers and Endless Tremors, Anomaly Reservoir again, Red Rivers again, and Anomaly Reservoir again. Go down, you're going to use Bloodbath and Blood Donation, followed by Rejuvenation, protected by the Anomaly, Skilled Sentry, Pure Anomaly, Bloodbath, and then finally Earth's Heritage. So this is a Seismic Shifter build. Now, let's get to the skills. So like I said, I'm using the Golem to proc the 45% buff to the Earthquake and the Impale. I can use 3 Earthquakes in this build, and I can use 2 Impales with this build. Now notice that my cooldown for the Earthquake is 7.5 seconds. Alright, now finally, here's the build breakdown. So starting off with the weapons, you did see whenever I was using this build for Eye of the Storm, I was able to get a lot of long distance damage done with Scrap Grenade. So I am using the Juggler. The Juggler is the legendary assault rifle with Scrap Grenade as that first tier 3 mod. So Scrap Grenade, the first shot after reload becomes an anomaly projectile. That was that blue ball you saw me shoot out at those enemies at long range, and I was getting anywhere between 2 and 350,000 per hit. It just depends on how you do it. And if you get a crit hit with that anomaly projectile, it'll go up over 1,000,000 damage. So that's the first mod. The next one I rolled was Fortress. This is the mod that comes on that Death Shield legendary shotgun. It's a tier 3 mod called Fortress. Reason I'm using this is you receive up to 43% damage bonus based on your armor. Now you're running a Devastator build, so your armor's already really high. So you're going to get that 43% anyways. And this is just bonus damage. So weapons, skills, you name it. Alright, so there you go. There's the Juggler. The next up, I'm not really using it, but I do have the Roaring Umbra. No real reason. And then for the pistols, again, I'm not really using those either. But here is the Bolt and Thunder. Now, it's all about the gear. So let's look at the stats real quick. Here are my player stats. What you want is you want at least 130k anomaly power. You might be able to get this up higher. However, with the Seismic Shifter boots, I am getting max health and not anomaly power. So that's why I am stuck at 130k. But note that because of my skill tree, I'm still at 105 firepower with a anomaly build. So that's really good. And then of course you have the 21.6k health and then 136k armor. Alright, so let's start off with the helmet. Headgear, you want anomaly power, cooldown reduction, and status power. These are the 3 that you really want to run with this build. I don't have it on every piece, but I really try to. Now, as far as the mods, this one gives me 1 extra impale and 1 extra earthquake. So that's how I get up to 2 impales before cooldown. And this earthquake mod helps me get up to 3 earthquakes total. It's pretty wicked. Now going to the chest piece, Seismic Commander's chest piece. This one again, anomaly power, status power, cooldown reduction. Those are the 3 that you want to use. Now as far as the mods, it does come with that tier 3 mod, Palisade, which gives you that 2 additional targets for impale. So I am hitting, I believe, up to 4 targets per impale, and I get to use 2 of them before cooldown. And then the other one, Blood Shock. This is the earthquake mod that inflicts bleed on enemies, and I want that because this is a bleed build, so the more times I get these enemies on bleed, the more damage I do. Now remember the Seismic Commander at the bottom there, I do have that bonus active, and it is the increased damage towards enemies with bleed by 50%. Now go down to the legs, the lower armor. This is the Seismic Commander leg armor. This one comes again, anomaly power, status power, cooldown reduction. Those are the 3 that you want with this build. Now as far as the mods, it does come with the tier 3 mod, Tainted Blood. So I get to do 25% more damage to enemies afflicted with bleed. And then I also have Rivers of Blood on here. It's a impale mod that does 50% more damage to enemies that are already on bleed. So the way you do this is you want to proc your golem to get that anomaly power buff. Then you want to hit your earthquakes because that inflicts the bleed. And then finally use the impale because then you do more damage to enemies that are afflicted with bleed. That's exactly how you want to run your skills. Alright, and then the gloves. Now the gloves could be better, and you can see why already. This one has anomaly power, status power, and then skill life leech. I do want the cooldown reduction, but it is what it is. I have not found a good pair of gloves to replace these. Reason being is not only do I have ground crush on here, but I also have impaler. So I get to use another impale before triggering cooldown, and my earthquake has a 84k damage buff. And then finally the Seismic Commander's foot gear. Now remember, this one comes with max health and not anomaly power. That's why I'm already stuck at 130k anomaly power. But back to the foot gear, max health, status power, and skill life leech. Now as far as the mods, it comes with second quake. So this one actually gives me my 3rd earthquake. That's why I get up to 3, because I have this tier 3 mod. And then the other one, sharpened spike. This increases the damage of my impale by 129,000 damage. And that's how I'm getting all the damage here. Now I use the scrap grenade because every time I reload, it'll use that projectile. So if you do it right, or you can get into a groove on how to use it, you can do a lot of damage just using scrap grenade alone. Especially with Eye of the Storm, you could sit on the different pillars or obelisk, whatever they want to call them, and you can use scrap grenade at long distance. So what I'm going to do after this build breakdown is I'm going to show you some more Eye of the Storm gameplay using this build. Alright, yeah, I guess that's about it, right? So just a summary, here's the skill tree. It is basically a bleed build. The only difference is I'm running anomaly bullets just to increase my firepower just a little bit. But the rest of it's fairly well. Now for the skills, remember, use the golem. It'll proc that 45% buff to your anomaly power. Then use your earthquake, because you do have 3 of them, and they inflict bleed. And then use your impale, because then you get 50% more damage to all those enemies that are on bleed, and you have 2 of them. So yeah, that's how you use it. Now as far as the weapons, you could switch out the Roaring Umbra if you wanted to, and also the Bolt and Thunder. That's up to you. Switch them out to whatever you want. But for me, as a must, you need to have the Scrap Grenade and Fortress on your Juggler. And then besides that, it's up to your own interpretation. But this is it. This is my Eye of the Storm Devastator build, or my CT15 Devastator build, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I am Kamikaze Von Doom. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you thought in the comment section below. But besides that, I'm going to leave you with some more Eye of the Storm gameplay. So yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. Ooh, this boss is coming for me. Ugh. First one's nearly done. And you guys need to push across. Alright, push across. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go. Alright, they're across the way. Boss is out. Alright, third one is nearly complete. go, go, go. Last one. See, that was a minute faster than before. Shoot, shouldn't use Nico right there. Over. Yeah, he's just not communicating there. He's probably high. Alright. It's about to be boss time. Alright, boss time.